Hi guys. All right, we're still talking about back to school, and I'm continuing to share the back to school success tips. And I said it before, but our theme in my organization is setting yourselves up for success. And that is not just about the business, that is not just about me personally, but the focus is helping my staff set themselves up for success. I think a lot of times we come into our programs or our businesses and we want people to just fall in place. And we have all these expectations that, they'll come in, they know what to do, and just get it done. And it doesn't always happen that way. I'm sure you can relate to that. But a lot of times it takes us being intentional and helping to support them and set them up so that they can set themselves up. Let me tell you what I mean. I'm actually going to take it from a personal standpoint. Every year before the school year starts, I begin to think about what my children need in order for them to be conducive, like the environment to help them be successful. So we always make sure that space that they can go and sit and learn, and or maybe even whether it's do homework. They don't really get homework, but they have reading to do and things like that. But they also like art, so we make sure they have all their art supplies and their books are in the library area, and they have pencils and all of that stuff. We are setting up the environment. I start thinking about, well, okay, girls, what are you going to want for lunch this year? Because my kids don't eat a lot of stuff. So I got to make sure that I get their snacks and I get their after school snacks and things like that. Setting things up, right? Right. Intentionality. You know your people. We also know ourselves. So this takes a lot of reflection and thinking so that you can be intentional. In high quality classrooms, the classroom environment itself should be the third teacher, right? So you have two teachers, but when that child is playing in a learning center, they have no idea that they are learning. But they are, because you set that classroom up with intentional supplies and equipment. So if you haven't, because I don't want to assume, if you haven't, take an inventory of your classroom supplies, how your classroom is set up, and think about what improvements can we make so that when our children are engaging in the classroom, that they are already learning, setting yourselves up for success. And so here's what I wanted to share in regards to being able to do this for your staff. What is it that you want them to be exposed to, or you want at their fingertips this year? And whatever that thing is or those things are, set that up. So not every place has a resource room or something like that. It doesn't even have to be a whole room. So we do have a space where it is a resource room. It has computers. It has file cabinets and furniture so that we can set up books, brochures, magazines and things like that for our teachers to have as references. And the computers in itself, right? You're able to have a space to do your lesson plan. You could go and do whatever it is you need to do, setting them up so that they can go and do exactly what we have prepared for them in our handbook. Do the same thing in regards to what you want them to have access to. We can't ask our staff to make sure that they have a lesson plan in for a particular day if they don't have the time to do it, if they don't have the resources to do it, such as a laptop, computer. If they handwrite it, do they have the lesson plan format? Do they have the space that they can go to and actually get it done? Again, every program is not a large program, but you can have a shelf that has staff resources. You can actually have electronic file drives that has resources. Just have a place so that when it comes time for you to, well, not just do evaluations of staff, but even for your program, you already know that you thought about what they needed in order to be successful. So that's really our homework for this week, and thinking about getting ready to go back to school. Set your staff up for success by giving them the resources that they need, and make sure that it is convenient. Start simple. Right? It can literally be newsletter type thing where you're giving them information. If you start to get some emails with resources in it, start saving it and put it into an electronic file drive and call it staff resources, and make sure that it's like a shared space, right? Google Drive everything can be shared. It can literally be a folder that is shareable with your staff, and they can go there and get the resources that they need. Set your people up for success. I promise you, those are the things that ultimately help, and it trickles down for staff retention. And it's something that just makes the job easier. And the intentionality also lets your staff know that you want them to succeed. All right. So I am sharing some information below about my upcoming membership. I share a number of different things, but I have so much more in store that I will be sharing with members. So connect with me. I want to make sure that you set yourself up, not just for back to school, but throughout the year, because we are leveling up our businesses. Talk to you soon.